Liverpool hold a 4-point lead at the top of the Premier League as the Reds continue their title charge under manager Jurgen Klopp. A dramatic 4-3 victory over Crystal Palace maintained the gap over defending champions Manchester City, who are struggling to match the standards they set themselves last season. Pep Guardiola's men are 6 points back from their tally at this stage last year, although rivals Manchester United are also similarly underperforming compared to 2017-18. The Red Devils endured their worst ever start to a Premier League campaign, but have won their previous 6 top-flight matches under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So, where does that put them when every team's points total is compared to this stage last season? Promoted teams Wolves continued to prove the surprise package of the Premier League campaign so far, with their last-gasp victory over Leicester lifting them up to 8th in the table. Fellow new boys Cardiff, 18th, and Fulham, 19th, are not faring so well, with the Cottagers suffering late heartbreak against Spurs on Sunday. 17. Huddersfield Town, 13 PTS 6 places. The Terriers have parted company with David Wagner, but remain rooted to the bottom of the table, having been as high as 11th at this stage last season. 16. Burnley, 12 PTS 9 places. Burnley achieved Europa League qualification last season, but that is a distant memory after a dreadful campaign this time around. 15. Manchester United, 6 PTS 4 places, 6 wins on the bounce, have made things a bit more respectable at Old Trafford, although United are still playing catch-up compared to last year. 14. Manchester City, 6 PTS 1 place, second in the Premier League, but that counts as underachieving for Guardiola's high-fliers these days. 13. Crystal Palace, 3 PTS 2 places. Roy Hodgson's men gave Liverpool quite a fright this weekend, but they're still trailing compared to 12 months ago. 12. Newcastle United, 2 PTS 2 places. A 3-0 win over Cardiff was a much-needed boost for the Magpies as they bid to avoid relegation. 11. Leicester City, +1 place, victory over Wolves, would have left the Foxes looking rosy compared to their previous total, but as it is they are still matching their 2017-18 tally. 10. Chelsea, plus places, new manager, but nothing's changed at Stamford Bridge. Defeat to Arsenal has left the Blues exactly where they were a year ago. 9. Southampton, +1 PT, +2 places. Ralph Hasenhuttl has led his Saints side to 4 wins since taking over at St Mary's, and everything is looking brighter on the south coast. 8. Brighton and Hove Albion, +3 PTS, +3 places. The Seagulls lost this weekend, but are still ahead of their impressive 2017-18 tally. 7. Everton, +3 PTS, +2 places. The Toffees slumped to a poor defeat against Southampton last time out, but it's worth noting things are still better than they were under previous management. 6th. Arsenal, +5 PTS, +1 place. A brilliant victory over Chelsea has lifted the recent gloom that has settled around the Emirates. 5. Bournemouth, +6 PTS, +1 place. The Cherries got back to winning ways against West Ham and are comfortably ahead of their total from last year. 4. West Ham United, +6 PTS, +1 place. Defeat at the weekend can't take the gloss off the job Manuel Pellegrini is doing at the London Stadium. 3. Watford, +7 PTS, +3 places. Like Wolves, Watford continued to surprise people, and while a 0-0 draw with Burnley is not ideal, the Hornets will be delighted with their recent performances. 2. Tottenham Hotspur, +7 PTS, +2 places. Mauricio Pochettino's men left it late against Fulham, but another 3 points has kept the pressure on at the top of the table. 1. Liverpool, +13 PTS, +2 places. The Reds have eclipsed their inconsistent displays from last year with a relentless accumulation of points and are not 13 ahead of